Good morning, 6:22. When it comes to balanced eating, what's on your plate is just as important as what's in your glass. Amanda Nash from the Heart and Stroke Foundation joining us now with what you and your kids should and shouldn't be drinking. Good morning.
Good morning.
So first of all, I'm going to guess water, always a safe bet.
You're right. The beverage of choice when you're thirsty, in between your meals, with your meals, it should be water. Okay. We know there's so many important roles of fluid in our body, of water in our body. They can help digest our nutrients. They help carry those nutrients around, regulate our body temperature. We do need fluid. We just want to make sure we're getting it from appropriate sources. Like water, next best choice is going to be milk because it has all those good nutrients that your body really needs.
And that's great for the kids. They need that.
Great for the kids, you're right.
Okay,
yes.
So then when we move into more of the more common go-to items, juice boxes sometimes okay?
Juice is a sometimes treat because it can have a lot of sugar again. If we look at one medium-sized orange, about the size of your fist, if you squeeze out that orange, you're going to get half a cup of juice. And that's why half a cup of juice is a serving. And that's an appropriate amount. But when you go and you drink 2-3 cups of juice at once, that's like eating 4 to 6 servings of fruit, and it's a lot all at once for your body to handle.
That is a lot.
But you do want to make sure. These two juice boxes, they look exactly the same. One is orange drink and one is tropical fruit juice. So how do we know which one's the better choice, which one's actual real juice? You have to look at the ingredients that are listed here. So here on the tropical fruit juice, we see water, juice, and pureed fruit. So this is a good choice. Whereas on this one, the fruit drink, we have water, sugar, glucose, which is sugar, fructose, which is sugar, and then we have a little bit of juice. So not a lot of juice. The first ingredient should always be either water or real juice, and then you know it's the better choice for you.
I feel like the wording is a giveaway too when you see drink and not juice,
yes,
or from concentrate or things like that, little indicators of what's actually in it.
If it's a beverage, if it's a cocktail, if it's a punch, it's probably not going to be juice.
Right.
And then another big one is those sugary drinks, which are just the powder ones that you mix up yourself. This is quite a small serving here, and we have about 5 to 6 teaspoons of sugar in just that small serving, and no nutrients. There's nothing beneficial in that for your child or for you.
Which these quite often just get thrown into the lunchbox because you know the kids like them. Yeah. They're easy to go to. They're prepackaged. Throw them in. They're done.
Exactly.
And it's
so
not
you do want to
pop.
be careful
you tell yourself that.
But it's really just as bad, and that's a great one. When we look at pop can be, again, a sometimes treat. It's not a bad thing. Nothing's a never drink, but you do want to be aware of what you're drinking. When we look at the typical bottle of pop, we're getting about 16 teaspoons of sugar in this bottle. And that's all we're getting. We're getting chemicals, we're getting sugar, and a little bit of water, but it's nothing beneficial for us. If you go to the can, that's a better option. We're looking at 10 teaspoons in a can.
Because it's smaller.
It's still a lot of sugar all at once. Now you might say, what about the diet drinks? Diet drinks, they might not have as much sugar, but again, there's no nutrients in there. Right. And again, for teenagers, we want to be specifically careful because for youth, your tooth enamel is still developing. And the sugar or the acid that's found in these drinks, sugar-free or sugar-full drinks, they're going to mix with the bacteria in your mouth and they're going to start to decay your teeth. So it's for everyone, but especially for the young ones, we want to make sure that we're watching how much sugars we are giving them in their beverages.
Okay, I want to move on quickly. Not so much for the kids, but the adults, the coffee drinks.
So when we're looking at those flavored lattes, you can have about 10 teaspoons of sugar in the lattes, sometimes more depending on what you're ordering.
Yep.
Now it's getting close to summertime and people are just loving those beverages that are the frappuccinos, the icy coffee beverages. 15 teaspoons. So if we're looking at this was an example here of a mochaccino, 15 teaspoons of sugar, and again, you're not getting a whole lot of nutrients. It's milk, that's great, but there's so much added sugar that it doesn't really, the risk outweighs the benefit.
Right. And we want to get to energy drinks real quick.
Sure.
This is a no-no for kids.
No for kids, you're right. So energy drinks, again, a lot of sugar, but they have a high amount of caffeine as well. For kids under the age of 12, that's about 3 to 4 times the amount of caffeine that their bodies can handle. Under the age of 18, it's about 2 times the amount of caffeine in one drink. So it's very harmful to the bodies of our little ones.
Stay away from that. Energy drinks only if you're exercising and you actually need what's in it. It's not for everyday
sports
people.
Drinks, you're right. So for sports drinks, you want to be working out at an intense level for at least an hour, and then your body needs those sugar and the electrolytes to replenish what's being lost.
It's not something just to
drink.
But it's
not something just to sip on every day.
Okay, so coming up in just a couple of minutes, Amanda's going to stick around and we're going to show you how to whip up a breakfast smoothie that's easy, delicious, and healthy.
That's right.
Stay with us.